Let's create a very quick and simple video in Davinci Resolve. Go ahead and open up Davinci Resolve, go to New Project, give it a name. And then we're going to go to our Edit tab, go up to File, Project Settings. Inside Master Settings, you want to change the timeline resolution to whatever it is going to be for your particular video that you're going to edit. You can also set it to vertical resolution if you're going to do a TikTok. Then we're going to go down to the timeline frame rate, and we're going to set that to 59.94, which will then also change the playback frame rate. Once we have that set up, hit save. Inside of the media pool here, we're going to right click, go to import media. All right, once you have the video imported, we're going to drag it into our timeline. And from here, you're going to have different tools you can use. You have the selection tool, which allows you to move what's selected. You have the blade tool, which allows you to cut different parts of the video, which I'm going to be doing in this video. And then there's also the zoom, and you also have your snap. So let's go ahead and start trimming stuff out. So first thing that I like to do is kind of take this along the way after I undo the magnet, because it makes it harder to kind of skim through this stuff frame by frame. So I'm just kind of trying to find something that I can use that is going to be a pretty good climax point. Something that gets rid of all of that annoying fluff, essentially, leading up to that point of action in the video. So I'm going to leave it there just for now. We're going to grab the blade tool, and we're just going to click since all these guys are grouped together. I'm going to grab the selection tool, make sure that's still selected, and hit the delete key to be able to get rid of what I don't want. So we'll unsnap it again so I can kind of go through it and see what we want to keep. And I think that is good for right there. So we'll cut that out. And then we'll see if there's anything else that we want to keep for this video. Okay, so we'll actually kind of backtrack it a little bit. And we'll probably get it right to about here. I'll bring it up a little bit more. Yeah, right about there. So we'll cut that. We'll get rid of this center section. And then we'll keep going right to a point to where I get that last kill. It's about right there. We'll do another cut. We'll get rid of this. And now we have these two video pieces. So what we want to do now is kind of add a little bit of a transition, so that way it's not just going from this to then that. Like, that's maybe a fine transition for some, but we want to go over to our toolbox. And inside the toolbox, we have video transitions. So you have different ones that you can kind of get a good preview of and what you might want to use. The dip to color is pretty common, something that I like to use a lot. And then you also have like smooth cut and stuff like that. So there's different ones that you can try. You also have iris, if you want to do something like that. You have motion. You can slide it over. You also have different shapes. So you can kind of mess around with it. For me, I'm just going to go with a dip to color. So we're just going to drag that over and drop it right in. So now if I go and play it, now it just has like that nice, good fade in, fade out type of transition. And then once we're finished with pretty much everything that we want to put in our video, you can always add more to it. That's the beautiful thing about video editing. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to call that done. So I'm going to go to deliver. And then from here, we're going to give it a file name. We'll just leave it as untitled. You can choose a location for where you want this to go. And then you want to change the format to MP4. Make sure it's the right resolution. And also make sure that it is going to be the right frame rate. You can also have it use vertical resolution if you want to. And then once you're ready, you hit add to the queue for rendering, and then hit render all, and you're done. Now you also do have these other exporting settings up on top if you want to use any of those. Like if you wanted to go to YouTube or Twitter or Vimeo or any of those. So you can try any of these up top if you want to just use those. I keep everything on custom. But essentially that is pretty much it. There's more to it, obviously, if you know how to edit, but just to kind of get yourself like testing out some of the tools and trying out different transitions and different effects and stuff like that, like that's kind of going to be more of like a hands-on experience for you. But I'm going to make more videos on Davinci Resolve, but I wanted to at least kind of show you how to quickly create your first video on a very simple, basic type level. If you have any questions or if you want to learn more, let me know in the comment section below, and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more. And if you ever catch me whenever I'm live over on Twitch, then you can always ask me questions about editing and stuff like that too over there. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.